Revelation 9 is renowned as one of the most unsettling chapters in the Bible. In a video analysis of this chapter, its contents are dissected to reveal what is often considered the most harrowing event in human history, as well as the introduction of the Bible's most fearsome figure. While the Old Testament contains 15 prophetic books, the New Testament has only one, the book of Revelation. This final book of the Bible was penned by John the Apostle while he resided in Ephesus. According to tradition, John moved to Ephesus with Mary, the mother of Jesus, and they both spent their remaining years there, where they were eventually buried. Revelation, located at the Bible's end, delivers a series of intense and often alarming prophecies about the apocalypse. It features graphic depictions of cataclysmic events, such as a burning mountain thrown into the sea, demonic forces emerging from a bottomless pit, and swarms of locusts whose purpose is to torment humanity. These vivid and often terrifying visions are designed to evoke a profound sense of fear and urgency, especially for those who are unprepared for these prophesied events. The book of Revelation thus serves as a compelling narrative that not only warns but also prompts deep reflection and speculation regarding the end times. Central to the apocalyptic narrative of Revelation are the 7 trumpet judgments, which are depicted as a series of divine interventions in human history. Each of these judgments is announced by the blast of a trumpet sounded by an angel, each signaling a unique and escalating catastrophe upon the earth. This imagery is rich with biblical symbolism, often reflecting themes from Old Testament prophetic literature. The trumpets, for example, echo the shofar blasts in ancient Jewish tradition, which were used to mark significant events and call people to heed divine messages. Through these symbolic and dramatic portrayals, Revelation ties together the prophetic traditions of the Old Testament with the eschatological visions of the New Testament, emphasizing the gravity and inevitability of divine judgment. The first trumpet triggers a catastrophic event described in the Bible, where hail and fire mixed with blood rain down upon the earth. This severe event leads to extensive destruction of vegetation, including the burning of 1/3 of the world's trees and all the grass. This vivid depiction in Revelation 8:7 underscores the intense judgment being meted out on the planet, highlighting the severity and divine nature of the retribution that impacts the Earth's natural resources dramatically. With the second trumpet, a massive burning mountain is thrown into the sea, causing significant ecological and maritime disasters. According to Revelation 8:8-9, this event turns the sea into blood, killing 1/3 of the sea creatures and destroying 1/3 of the ships. This symbolizes extensive maritime and marine devastation, further illustrating the profound chaos and upheaval that accompanied this judgment, emphasizing the disruption of both the natural environment and human endeavors. The third trumpet introduces a terrifying scenario where a great star named Wormwood falls from the sky, poisoning 1/3 of the rivers and springs, as described in Revelation 8:10-11. This results in widespread death due to the contaminated waters, highlighting the severe consequences of divine judgment on the Earth's essential resources. The falling of Wormwood represents not only physical destruction, but also a deep symbolic message about the pervasive nature of divine wrath. The fourth trumpet causes a significant cosmic disturbance, affecting the celestial bodies. Revelation 8:12 describes how 1/3 of the sun, moon, and stars are struck, resulting in 1/3 of the day and night being darkened. This dramatic reduction in light serves as a potent symbol of the magnitude of the divine judgment, illustrating the disruption of the natural order and emphasizing the profound impact on both day and night cycles. The fifth trumpet unleashes the first woe, where a bottomless pit is opened, releasing demonic locusts upon the earth. These locusts, described in Revelation 9:1-11, torment those who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads, inflicting intense pain. This event highlights the spiritual and physical torment that befalls humanity, showcasing the terror and suffering caused by these demonic forces as part of the divine judgment. The sixth trumpet heralds the second woe, releasing 4 demonic angels who lead an army of 200 million horsemen. As described in Revelation 9:13-21, this results in widespread devastation and death across the earth. The massive scale of this destructive force emphasizes the extent of divine judgment, illustrating the severe consequences of spiritual and physical warfare unleashed upon humanity. Finally, the seventh trumpet marks the climax of divine judgment, announcing the imminent arrival of God's kingdom and the final judgment of the nations. Revelation 11:19 details how this trumpet blast signifies the culmination of the apocalyptic events, underscoring the ultimate sovereignty and justice of God. This final trumpet blast symbolizes the end of human history as we know it, highlighting the overarching theme of divine authority and the fulfillment of God's plan for ultimate justice and redemption. Understanding Revelation 12:12. Revelation 12:12 highlights the devil's presence on earth, fueled by intense anger because he knows his time is short. The verse depicts a heavenly battle where Satan and his followers are expelled from heaven and cast down to earth. This defeat infuriates Satan, leading him to unleash chaos and evil upon the world. The verse underscores that Satan's rebellion against God is the root cause of sin and wickedness in human life. His fury and desperation result in widespread sin and malevolence, illustrating the spiritual struggle between good and evil that permeates human existence. This concept of a celestial conflict is mirrored in various Old Testament scriptures, such as Isaiah 14:12-15, which describes the fall of Lucifer, and Ezekiel 28:12-17, detailing the downfall of a once glorious angel. Additionally, Jesus' words in Luke 10:18, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven," reinforce the narrative of Satan's expulsion. These passages collectively enrich the biblical narrative of the devil's presence on earth and his relentless efforts to corrupt and deceive humanity. Revelation 12:12 serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing spiritual battle and the necessity for believers to remain steadfast against the forces of evil, drawing strength from the assurance of God's ultimate triumph in his redemptive plan. Focus on Jesus Christ. In times of chaos and uncertainty, it is crucial to direct our focus and devotion unwaveringly toward Jesus Christ. He is not just the embodiment of truth and life, but also the essential path to salvation. Our commitment to him should go beyond mere verbal declarations. It should reflect a deep engagement with his teachings and example. This entails being vigilant and prayerful, actively seeking divine guidance and wisdom when faced with challenges and trials. By keeping our attention firmly fixed on Jesus, we can draw strength, comfort, and hope, assured that he is in control and that his promised return provides the ultimate source of anticipation and reassurance. This exhortation aligns with numerous biblical teachings, particularly those in the New Testament. In John 14:6, Jesus proclaims, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me," underscoring his crucial role as the pathway to divine salvation. Similarly, the call to vigilance and prayer is echoed in Matthew 26:41, where Jesus instructs his disciples to watch and pray, highlighting the importance of spiritual preparedness. Moreover, the anticipation of Christ's return is a consistent theme throughout the New Testament. Passages such as 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17 offer assurance of the believer's hope in the eventual fulfillment of God's redemptive plan, emphasizing the need for persistent faith and readiness.